Before she was a magical powerhouse with a gemstone arsenal, Amy Winston was living the quiet life in suburban Earth. Adopted by Herb and Marion Winston, she grew up blissfully unaware that she was the last surviving heir to a magical monarchy. Her adoptive parents were completely in the dark about the fact that their daughter had been smuggled from another dimension by a witch named Citrina. Citrina had rescued baby Amy from Gemworld after her parents, rulers of House Amethyst, were assassinated by the tyrant Dark Opal. Citrina hid Amy on Earth, suppressed her powers, and let her live a normal life until she was ready to reclaim her destiny. And for 13 years, Amy's life was textbook ordinary. School, friends, birthday parties, nothing remotely magical. But on her 13th birthday, Citrina sent her a mysterious amethyst necklace that acted like a magical homing beacon. The moment Amy touched it, she was pulled through a portal to Gemworld, where time worked differently. It aged her into a full-grown warrior woman in seconds. Her arrival wasn't exactly met with a royal welcome. Amy was immediately kidnapped by a grotesque ogre and dragged to Dark Opal's stronghold. Things looked grim, until she was rescued by Granch, a loyal servant of House Amethyst. Granch, who had defected from Dark Opal's ranks, whisked her away from danger and reunited her with Citrina. Citrina, the witch mother who had orchestrated Amy's escape to Earth as a baby, finally laid all of the cards on the table. She explained Amy's true identity as Princess Amaya of House Amethyst, the most powerful of Gemworld's 12 gemstone houses. Citrina also introduced her to the political structure of Gemworld, where each house was tied to a magical gemstone and ruled by a noble family. The House of Amethyst had once been the ruling power, but after the assassination of Amy's birth parents, Dark Opal seized control and plunged the realm into tyranny. Amy, now physically aged into an adult due to Gemworld's time dilation, was thrust into a crash course in magical warfare, diplomacy, and royal responsibility. Citrina began training her in the use of her latent magical abilities, which were tied to the Amethyst Stone and capable of creating constructs, casting spells, and manipulating energy. Amy's powers were formidable, but raw. She had to learn quickly because Dark Opal wasn't going to wait for her to finish her magical homework. This marked the beginning of her dual life, Earth Teen by day and Gemworld Warrior by portal. She would travel back and forth, balancing algebra tests and magical duels, all while trying to keep her adoptive parents from worrying too much about her sudden disappearances. With her birth parents assassinated by the tyrant Dark Opal, Amy's return marked the beginning of a long-awaited rebellion. One of her earliest, most defining moments came during the battle for Castle Amethyst, where she led the defense of her ancestral home against a siege by Dark Opal's army. Though inexperienced, Amy's leadership and raw magical talent helped repel the attack, earning her the respect of Gemworld's resistance and solidifying her as the role of warrior princess. This was also when she began forming alliances with other gemstone houses, including Garnet and Sapphire, who saw in her a chance to restore balance to the realm. Her diplomatic instincts and natural charisma helped unite factions that had long been divided by fear and mistrust. As Amy's powers grew, so did her responsibilities. Following Citrina's death, Amethyst inherited her mentor's mantle and became a Lord of Order, a cosmic title that placed her in direct opposition to the Lords of Chaos. This elevated her from local royalty to interdimensional guardian and brought her into conflict with powerful adversaries like Child, a terrifying sorceress who embodied chaos itself. Her story also took a personal turn with the arrival of Carnelian, Dark Opal's adopted son and Amy's Earthborn rival. Raised in Gemworld and armed with advanced technology instead of magic, Carnelian represented a twisted mirror of Amy's own journey. Amethyst and her adventures didn't just stop at Gemworld's borders. She later joined the Justice League Dark, fighting alongside mystics like Zatanna and Constantine. She also became a member of Young Justice, proving that she could hold her own in both magical and superhero circles. Her interdimensional resume expanded as she tackled threats that spanned realities, all while maintaining her dual identity as Amy Winston, a girl from Earth and with a destiny written in crystal. When Amethyst joined Justice League Dark, it wasn't just a career move, it was a cosmic recalibration. After years of defending Gemworld and juggling her Earth identity, Amy Winston stepped into the new role among DC's most mystically inclined misfits. This wasn't the Justice League of capes and catchphrases, it was a shadowy spell-slinging squad that handled threats that were too weird, too ancient, and too cursed for the mainstream heroes. Her inclusion into the team brought uniqueness. As a Lord of Order and sovereign of a magical realm, she wasn't just another spellcaster. She was a walking conduit of crystalline power. Her abilities made her a valuable asset in battles against eldritch horrors and chaos-born entities. But more than that, she offered something few others could: a connection to Gemworld's ancient magic, which often proved crucial when the team faced threats that spanned dimensions. Her time with Justice League Dark also forced her to confront darker aspects of magic, its cost, its corruption, its moral complexity. Unlike the structured gemstone politics of Gemworld, Earth's magic was messy and unpredictable. Amy had to adapt, learning to trust her instincts and occasionally bend her own rules to protect the greater good. It was a humbling experience, but one that deepened her character and expanded her worldview. Though her tenure in the team wasn't permanent, it left a lasting impact. Amethyst proved that she could operate beyond the borders of Gemworld, that her magic wasn't confined to the royal halls of gemstone rituals. She became a bridge between realms, a warrior scholar who could navigate both cosmic order and earthly chaos. And when she eventually returned to her own dimension, she carried with her the lessons, the scars, and the friendships she forged in the darkest corners of DC's magical universe. Amethyst isn't just a glittering footnote in DC's magical archives. She's a symbol of transformation, resilience, and the power of dual identity. Her story bridges two worlds, the grounded reality of Earth and the fantastical chaos of Gemworld. And in doing so, she shows us that heroism isn't about where you come from, it's about who you choose to fight for. Amy Winston's journey from suburban teen to interdimensional warrior princess is a masterclass in embracing one's destiny, even if it arrives wrapped in mystery and danger. Her battles aren't just against tyrants and chaos gods, they're against self-doubt, grief, and the pressure of living up to a legacy she never asked for. Through it all, she remains compassionate, clever, and fiercely loyal to both her homes. Amethyst proves that true strength can shimmer with grace. It's a reminder that power isn't found in spectacle, it's found in purpose, in courage, and in the quiet, unwavering choice to lead with heart.